It stinks. What you just saw was a very dramatic recreation of my experience watching the Minecraft movie trailer for the first time. In reality, I was walking to my first college class of the day, unable to wipe a disappointed grimace off my face instead of tears. There are many things I dislike in this trailer, and a couple things that I want to give some positivity to, so I just wanted to go through it chronologically and point out things as they come up. I'll include any clips that have been released as well. Let's start. Firstly, we've got this portal. It's not another portal, it's almost certainly a new invention for the movie that's an overworld portal. That's fine, it fits the premise. Let's continue. Okay, let's be clear here. Does this scenery and geography look like Minecraft at all? Maybe to someone who has only seen screenshots of the game. But is the CGI here bad? No, it looks nice. Okay, now it looks bad. It looks like there were some issues with marrying the characters with the environment here. Look at the humans. They look like cutouts being moved upward in DaVinci Resolve, yes, but the bigger issue is the flat lighting. The actors were probably under some uniform lighting on a soundstage, hence the irregular shadows. It's not even all correct with the CGI environment either. Why does the foliage have angled shadows, but this tree has completely straight shadows as if it's noon? The next shot completely changes where the sun is in the sky, but this is done in a lot of movies intentionally, so it's not really a new thing. But for one last example of bad lighting, just look at the sun on the birch tree and the sun on her hair here. For one thing, that portal is not bright enough to cast a light on her hair, and the sun should be creating a much sharper shadow on her face. I could go on, but we're about to see something truly horrific here, so I should probably prepare myself. Okay, let's be more realistic here. The CGI is, again, not objectively bad, but it's just such a weird design for a Minecraft movie. Why are the edges of the mobs rounded? It's not Minecraft like that. But besides the sheep, there's actually much worse things here. The completely normal IRL flowers. We're in the overworld. Everything is blocky except the humans, so why are there real flowers? Let's just move on. We've got the piglins here now, and honestly, they look pretty good. And speaking about the movie more generally, I understand what it's going for. Since playing the game is all about using your imagination and creating your own world, the movie is loosely taking the visuals of that world and using its imagination to create something new with the IP. Would the general audience have had a better reception to this if it had played within the same rules and constraints of the game? I think so. They're also pulling a lot from the Minecraft spin-offs, which, in case you haven't heard, are not nearly as popular as Minecraft itself. Jeb tweeted that the piglins are able to survive in the overworld by doing the same thing that they do in Minecraft Legends. But for anyone who hasn't played that game, they saw the scene in the trailer and thought, oh, so the movie's just untrue to Minecraft. But whatever. The next scene is relatively inoffensive, besides the real flowers again. One thing I actually like here, look how fast the moon is rising in the sky. That's straight out of the game, and same with the circular glow around it. I would have thought they'd do a 3D cubic moon or something, but they didn't, and I respect that. Alright, the next scene has an extended version from Minecraft Live, so let's just discuss that entire section of the event while we're at it. This whole segment clarified some of the creative choices of this movie, so I'll go through those choices and what I think of their reasoning. Firstly is the decision for live action. They say that because there's been so much fan content in the animation sphere, they wanted to do something in live action to set themselves apart. And I kind of get that, but I feel like a Minecraft movie made by expert animators would, by nature, set itself apart from the fan content. But whatever, there's still the Netflix show, I guess. Next is the wonky scale of the blocks. This one I'm becoming less annoyed by. They said that they decided to have multiple scales just so things look a little better in live action, but they made sure to keep the scales within powers of 2. They wouldn't have had to mess with the scale if it was animated, but we're gonna ignore that. Finally, we've got the weird crafting recipes, which are the subject of the scene in the trailer that we're at, so. They say that the outsiders, especially the kid, are going to represent the modding side of Minecraft, which is actually interesting. I didn't think modders would get any sort of shout out in this movie, but this is the logic they're using for Jason Momoa's weird connected buckets. Basically, Steve knows everything about vanilla Minecraft, while the imagination of these other characters will let them be able to craft different things, effectively modding the game. I would think Steve would have a different reaction if he had just seen someone craft something that he didn't even know existed, but I don't know. I'm gonna say I like this reasoning, and I want to see if they do anything more with it besides crafting recipes. Is the kid gonna imagine that there's a portal to some idyllic location and then they end up in the aether? No. almost certainly not. But if you have a character that represents modding, then it'd be kinda sad to not have representation from some of the more famous mods. But we're moving on now. The next few scenes pretty much rehash the same issues from previous scenes, so we're gonna speed through the rest of this. Let's talk about the creeper. It looks fluffy, at least from a distance. They were going for the fact that the creeper texture is the original leaves texture, but just on a gray background. But they should have gone for a more moss-like design with different colored leaves in it, because currently it's just all one flat color, which helps with making it look like fur. The next shot is Steve in the Nether, and a lot of people have pointed out this thing from Minecraft Legends, so I won't dwell on it. Just, again, it's more confusion for the general audience. I didn't know it was from Legends until I looked at Twitter, so. Next scene. Oh.
I am Steve.
Okay. There's not really anything to say about this that hasn't already been said, but I just want to make you watch it again, so.
I am Steve.
Two things to say about this. I just want to point out that they chose to have a moo sound and a gunshot after Steve says his name. I haven't heard anyone talk about that, and it's the funniest part of the clip to me. Second thing, this girl says he's such a tool bag. I think Jack Black is gonna pull out a tool bag and say something stupid like, I have an iron pickaxe right here. That's basically it for the trailer, except for the llama. And of course there's something wrong with it. Llamas don't have these eyes in the game. Only pigs, cows, and sheep do. Okay, let's wrap this up. In all seriousness, it's hard to make fun of and judge the movie after seeing that clip from Minecraft Live. Seeing everyone behind the scenes, putting in so much work into it, seeing all the real props and sets, etc. I think the problem is that in the trailer it felt like none of the sets and props were the focus. The majority of the trailer was the actors on a green screen, or them reacting to CGI creatures. The first thing we saw of them was a green screen shot, and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth for the rest of the trailer. I don't think the movie will be good, I'll be honest. And I don't even know if I'm gonna go see it. But for everyone on set and everyone at their computers working on the movie, I don't think there was any sort of lack of care. So don't be overly mad and ignore the fact that I titled this video Judging a Book by Its Cover. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to download my brand new Minecraft Movie Edition resource pack for Java Edition. See ya later!